He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Black Ink Crew Season 6, Episode 4. I hope everyone had a good day. It is currently Wednesday. I'm still off work. You know, when you off work, you don't know what day it is. I'm definitely in that time frame of what day is it? When I go back to work, how many more days I got left to be, on vacation mode? Well, got till next Tuesday. So I'm going to continue to enjoy these nice warm days in my house. Not having to go out to the cold because it is like 10 degrees here in Michigan today. It's going to be cold. We are in our winter months, so anytime where I don't have to leave the house and go out in the elements, I am okay with that. Because after I'm on vacation, I'm back to work every goddamn day, Monday through Friday. So I hope everyone else is enjoying their day, holiday, vacation, or whatever it is, you're all doing. Me, I'm chilling. So yeah, what else? I think that's it. Let's get into this particular review. This episode, it was okay. It could have been better, but it could have, it was what it was. This whole episode was kind of focused on the whole missing money situation. You know what I'm saying? We see Sky is back in New York. She pops back up, which is weird to me because I'm like, she lived in Atlanta and she went to Texas, but instead of going from Texas back to Atlanta, she went from Texas to New York. But okay, I guess it is what it is. And she's talking to C's or whatever. They're at 125th, and he's asking her how did the visit go and everything with the kids, and she's like, let's have a conversation. She say how the meeting with Daz went great. You know what I'm saying? Showed him little photos, you know what I'm saying? Which is weird to me because I'm looking like she showed him her Instagram stuff. I'm pretty sure he followed her on Instagram, so I'm pretty sure he saw it, but we ain't gonna talk about that. But she then says, but with Genesis, it didn't go as well. So she's trying to kind of say what happened. She's like, he said he was going to meet me at the little diner, whatever. He come in, I wanted to hug him. I cut my lip, so it looks weird on the side. But yeah, so now it's like a little mark there in real life because I cut my lip. Damn it. So she is saying how he came in. She wanted to hug him, but she know how angry he was, so she didn't. She said, when I saw him, he was just a beautiful boy. He looked just like Sky. Like, he looks like a boy version of Sky. Sometimes Sky look like a boy, too. When she got her wigs on, she got big boobs. But she's like, was talking or whatever. I was telling him I love him. And she was like, and then, it just flipped. And he like, what happened? So they don't show her saying, like, how he tried to hit her. She just said he got up. And everything went crazy. She's like, it just went really bad from there. And she's like, he really hates me right now. And I don't know what to do about it right now because of how much hatred he has for me. Like, he don't like me right now. Which is true. He do not like his mama right now. But as I said before, give that boy 5 years. Give him 5 years. Let her keep trying little by little by little to be involved with him. Little by little, okay? She can't go full out, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully, Genesis will see Sky connecting with Daz, and that will soften him a little bit. Hopefully, Daz can talk to Genesis and say, bruh, she ain't that bad, you know what I'm saying? She our mama. We need to, come on now, don't be so mean. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, some kind of way, someone can bridge that gap. I don't think it's going to happen instantaneously. I don't at all. I think it's going to take a couple of years. It's going to take him growing up. It's going to take him realizing that she's not really against him. You know what I'm saying? He hates her as if she's against him. And I don't feel she is. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she's made her mistakes and she's trying to make up for them. And just kind of see if her kids want her in their life. And if he don't want her in his life, he has every right. And at that point, she can back up. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say little by little by little. You know what I'm saying? Because he might not want her around. And she needs to respect that he doesn't want her around. But she can little by little by little, drop little seeds of, I love you, son. I love you, son, despite of whatever. I love you even though you hate me. I love you even though you can't stand me right now. I love you even if you think I'm the worst person in the world. I still love you, son. And eventually, it'll get through to him, so you know it is what it is. You know, but she, of course, is crying because, you know, she gets emotional when she talks about her kids. You know, C's is, you know, trying to, you know, comfort her. And he just says, like, you know, people don't get how she spaz out or how she, you know, gets when she's depressed and she's sad and she's in these moods. He just don't want to see her, you know, get into any kind of depression. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? We've all seen Sky be wild. You know what I'm saying? Really, really wild. And sometimes when you see people be their wildest, it's because they are in the deep, deep, deep darkness of depression and just sadness. And they're just trying to mask what's really going on the inside. So, you know, I hope in whatever way she gets some peace of mind, you know, about it is what it is. So, next, who do we see? We see Melody as living in that broke down ass RV with her fake ass husband she's not really married to and her little cute little baby. I mean, that is almost like trailer park trash a little bit. I mean, my thing is, I would prefer a trailer over that damn RV. I mean, we see that the dang on stove don't work. We see they can't even get the lights to work. She can't even make a goddamn smoothie, okay, on a goddamn on RV. I mean, but, I mean, they not homeless, technically, so at the end of the day, you have to be grateful for what you have. You know, she's frustrated because she can't cook, the baby crying, she needs space, she want to take a bath, she ain't got no bathtub. You know, it's not, it's not comfortable. But he like, look, your ass is in debt to the IRS for $30,000. It's your fault that, you know, you have this big bill, and now to try to do something to help the situation. If you have a better idea, then you act on it. Other than that, I don't want to hear about it. Now, this is my thing. Well, is his name Laszlo? The man with the dreads. His attitude is fucked up. Okay? The way he talks to her is fucked up. However, she allows him to do it. You know what I'm saying? She don't check in when he talks like that at all. Not really. You know what I'm saying? She argues back with him, but she don't put his ass in his place and say, I was going to say nigga. Person, don't talk to me like that. She does not do that. But also, he's right. And that's the fucked up part about it. Because she's like, you know, I don't like it, but he's right. I mean, and the thing about it is, it ain't even his debt. And he's suffering for it in the aspects of, he also lived in this RV. He also gave up the comfort of their apartment. Because they're not married, so the IRS can't come after him because he's not her husband. They don't share income. She probably filed a single tax return, not a joint tax return, so his money is safe. But in the aspect of we in the same household, we might have a joint bank account. So if we have a joint bank account and they come after your ass on the bank account, then my money's in it. I get how it can affect him. Hence why I would make a separate bank account. Have her own bank account. Have me have my own bank account, because they can't touch his money because he's technically just her boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? He's not her husband. They didn't legally get married. So yeah, she's just not happy with this goddamn on thing, and it is what it is. Next thing we see Kid come to the shop to tell Season Sky, well, you know how you had me look over the books for 113th? He like, yeah. Well, I noticed some stuff, you know, that was a little bit different. He like, well, they ain't making no money. And she like, no, I think that they're not making no money. You know what I'm saying? I just can't find some of the money. And I'm confused because I'm like, well, where does the money get kept? Like, don't the money have to go into a bank? Like, every day, aren't I supposed to count down the drawer and see how much money came in and account for all that stuff? Maybe not. They're a little ghetto ass tattoo parlor. I don't know. So she then says, he like, well, what's what you can't find? She say 10 grand. My thing is this. Of course he's upset. He like, how the fuck somebody take 10 grand? I'm pretty sure if it's really 10 grand that's missing. Come on now, I'm gonna say if it's really missing. If it's really missing, I'm pretty sure no one took it all at once. I'm pretty sure they penny pinched off of it to make sure that nobody noticed. Because again, no one was probably going over the books. But I'm like, well then, when was it? Like, they not making 10 grand a day. I doubt if they're making 10 grand a month. So my thing is, well, they might make 10 grand a month. They could make 10 grand a month. So I'm guessing the books within the month is what she was going over. But, you know, he like, I can't believe this. We got to get it figured out. And you know what I'm saying? He then say, Sky, I need you to figure out who stole it. I don't know why he thinks Sky's Carmen San Diego. I don't know why he thinks Sky is, you know what I'm saying, I Spy Private Eye, whatever. I don't think Sky the right person to do this because Sky be overdoing everything. I think Kit would have been better, honestly, if you want to have a bipartisan person look into it. But when Kit said it was 10,000 missing, Sky like, did you double check it? Did you triple check it? Like, did you quadruple check it? You know, did you use a calculator? I mean, and she's talking as if Kit can't count. And I'm like, is you calling her dumb? And you know, no tea, no shade, all tea, all shade. I would trust Kit's count over Sky. Let's just be honest, okay? You know what I'm saying? I love Sky and all, you know, she's all extra, whatever. And I'm not too much of a big fan of Kit either. But however, I would trust Kit over Sky count some dollars. Just, hey, it is what it is, you know. But, you know, he tells Sky, you know, to figure it out. She like, I don't even work here. You know what I'm saying? I work in Atlanta. She want to go back to Atlanta. Hence why I said earlier she went from Texas back to New York. Why would you go from Texas back to Atlanta to see C's in Atlanta? You ain't have to come back to New York, but you did for the show. It is what it is. So yeah, the next thing that we see, Sky is trying to be, you know what I'm saying, Carmen San Diego, you know, Dora the Explorer. She's trying to figure everything out. She's trying to be goddamn on Curious George and the monkey and all that stuff. She's trying to be, you know, Garfield and Heathcliff and everybody. She's trying to figure out everything that she need to figure out. So she at 113 that she come in and they haven't seen her since she, you know, been gone to Texas. So of course they're like, well, hey, welcome back. How was the trip? How did it go meeting your kids? And she kind of like, it went. And that's all she said. And then they like, well, you know, how did it go? Like, what happened? And she is in her confession, like how she doesn't want to share what happened. It's too raw. She doesn't want to talk about it with everybody or whatever. And my thing is this. I don't think you have to go fully into it, but I do feel like if we all cool, like y'all seem like y'all all cool, and if we ain't seen you since you had this big moment in your life, you could have at least said it was tough. You know what I'm saying? I was able to see both of them, but we still working it out. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna work its way out. I would have at least said that. The way she came in and kind of act like she's like, well, can't we just chill out? You know, I ain't seen y'all live forever. And I'm like, but that's like a bitch getting married and they say how your wedding was, and she be like, it was a wedding. Bitch, you got married. You know what I'm saying? It's like when something big happens, you just expect someone to say something about it. And the fact that she was like, she kind of played it to the left. I'm looking like, girl, you could have came up with a better conversation than that. But whatever. So she then said, well, I just miss y'all. You know, let's go on Snapchat. So she's Snapchatting them or whatever. And she's secretly really recording things they bought, saying that she's trying to figure out who been spending money. Because whoever been spending money and buying new stuff probably stole the money. So she's like, yeah, look at this coat. You know, Ted got on a new coat. I think Wall had on some new shoes. You know, Alex Vagina Slayer had like a grill. She's like, Donna got a new wig. I'm looking like none of them look like they spent 10 grand. None of them. But she also brings up how Young Bae got her ass done. I'm looking like, well, damn. If you knew she got her ass done, you didn't ask her when she got her ass done, where she got the money from. So what? Don't think she stole it now. But you know, I'm neither here nor there. And Melody wasn't there. So she got nothing new. So yeah, so she do that, but they like, she acting real weird. Like, what is you doing? Like, why is you taking pictures and recording us or whatever? You know, like, all right, Sky tripping. It is what it is, and you know, Sky is leaving right after that. Young Bae, real quick. Young Bae, the guy that she went on a date with last season, his name is Rob. They're still dating. It's been about 6 months, but now it's probably been a year. And they're like in the park, like running around or like exercising or whatever. And, you know, they stop for a little breather. And he brings up how, well, yeah, you know, because she's saying that he's a good guy. She likes him. They've been going strong. And then when they're sitting around talking, he's like, well, yeah, you know, my lease gonna be up in a minute. You know what I'm saying? And when my lease be up, you know, I was just thinking that maybe we should move in together. And she was like, that's a little fast, isn't it? Because again, it's only been 6 months. But he like, I love you, you love me. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's not just build a happy family and live together, save some money. You know what I'm saying? On paying rent or whatever, we can split it down the middle and be a happy couple living together. And she just not for it. You know what I'm saying? And she's saying, my ex hurt me before. He played me to the left. You know what I'm saying? So I'm very cautious about what I do and how I move, as you should. Okay. But he then says, but I'm not your ex. And that's true, too. You can't hold the next man responsible for sins of the past. Because my thing is, you with a whole nother person. And as long as this person isn't showing you any trace of the old person, you can't combine them. You know what I'm saying? You can't. They not mad. You can't do that at all. So she's like, you know what I'm saying? Well, it's just kind of fast, so I don't know. And I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I feel like this with couples and stuff. No one knows when it's the right time to move in together. However, I feel like once you're of a certain age, for instance, in your 30s, I'm 35, and I feel like there's nothing wrong with taking a leap of faith. Because I feel like I would rather know a guy for 6 months, care about him, like, okay, let's move in together. However, he has to move in with me. Okay? I don't want to move anywhere where I have to, where only his name is on the lease and I'm moving in with him. Or we get a whole new spot and then both our names on the lease, because if shit don't work out and his name on the lease, he can put me out. And if things don't work out and both our names on the lease, I can't force his ass to move out. However, if he moves in my house and my name on the lease and it don't work out, you can get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? And he has to leave. But that's just me. But I also feel like you do sometimes need to live with somebody to know who they really are. Because, baby, sometimes it's better to know within that first year who a person really is than to date them for 2 or 3 years and y'all living separately. Y'all move in together and you find out that this nigga eats cereal while he on the toilet shit and it's disgusting and you hate him. You don't want to be with him anymore. But I'm not gonna go there. So, she's saying how she doesn't know. So later on in the episode, he plans this romantic date. It was really beautiful. He had signs in Korean language that said, I love you. I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? He loves him some young bae. And he's just saying how, he really cares about her and everything. And he understands how, she wants to take it slow. She then brings up how, her issue with trusting men comes from her father. How her father was very abusive to her and her mother. How one moment he would be oh so nice to them. And then the next moment he would be, beat them and abusing them and doing crazy things. So it made her not trust a person's actions. And that's fucked up. But those are them is real fears, because it was how you was raised. You was raised to you couldn't trust it. And she's like I never knew what I would get from him. I would get both things. I just don't trust men. And then her ex did what he did. So she has real life embedded in her trust issues based on her dad. So it's it's just hard for me to trust people. But when he kind of stood in front of her and did he get down on one knee? Maybe he got down to at least eye level and just said how he loves her, how he cares for her, and how, they don't have to move in together. He gets it, but he still wants to be with her. And then she was like, you know what? I love you too. And you know what? We can move in together. And then, it's all cool. But what the thing about it is, young bae is engaged. Yes, Sky had it on her Snapchat maybe a couple weeks ago that the guy proposed to her. A nice ass ring. So, you know what I'm saying? She took that leap of faith and now her and the man is getting, is engaged to be married. So congratulations to young bae. Her and Rob is engaged. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So next we see, it was Donna, Walt, and Alex. I'm gonna stop calling Alex Vagina Slayer because I hate having to say vagina so many times on here. And YouTube be looking for little target words, and if I say vagina too many times, my video can get the flags. So they at the shop. And, Alex is saying how he doesn't really like how Melanie be, fucking with him or whatever, or don't like him, basically. He, considering the fact that she the one who hired him and brought him in the first place. I don't get, why bring me in here if when I come here to work, you're going to be shitty to me. That's just stupid. And, Donna said how she don't even think that Melanie should be the manager. I kind of agree, kind of not agree. I think Walt and Mel could be managers. I do. But I don't think the shop needs one manager. I don't. I think I ate some popcorn with the corn on my teeth. I think when you have one person who's a manager, they feel like they have too much power. And sometimes you need a second person so that it's not a dictatorship. You know what I'm saying? Because C's ass at there every day. Supposedly Ted be at the 125th shop. You know, Ted and Kit at 125th. You got, not Donna, Sky and C's is in Atlanta. Why not have Walt and Melody at 113th? Walt been there longer than anybody who's left in 113th. Because Walt was on season 1. So, I mean, goddamn popcorn. He deserves a little bit of clout. Besides being the comedy relief, you know what I'm saying, and the photographer, because he's a very, very, very great photographer, in real life. He don't do nothing at the shop, per se, you know what I'm saying? But I like him being a manager, but it is what it is. Anywho, Walt is making fun of Melody, saying, yeah, all she do is, flip out and tell people to get out, and they show all these clips of her doing exactly that. So then we see, Alex's friends show up. His friends is in town. So he like, Black Ink is known for their parties. So, my friends in town. So I invited them down to have a little party. They partying. We see the receptionist girl with the blue hair come back, Jada. Walt invites her down there because he felt bad about how Melody treated her or whatever. And I'm like, well, that's crazy. So we also see how Donna and Walt did convince Ted to hire Jada, period. Because they're like, you got more clout than Melody, so she's going to get hired anyway. But, it's what it is. So, yeah, the fire receptionist is back, who's not a new receptionist. And, they all there. And they party, Donna being Donna, and Donna flirting with her, even though we know Walt like her. And we know Donna throwing something on his game, because she like, are y'all kicking it? And he like, nah, but I'm like, Donna, don't ask that question, girl. You got an old man at home, girl. Leave that girl coochie alone. So, you know what I'm saying? So they all partying, everybody having a good time. Ain't nobody fussing, ain't nobody fighting, ain't nobody messing up. They just having a good little Black Ink time. And here come Melody. And she come in like, what the fuck going on in here? And they like, oh, hey, Mel, we had a good day at work, so we had some people, just having a little good time or whatever. And it's like, this ain't y'all goddamn playground. And Mel is being, as they say, she being auntie. You know what I'm saying? She being somebody's grandma. She trying to, everybody stop having fun and go home. It's how she was acting. And, it's like no one is listening to her. They like, girl, what you acting like that for? We having a little bit of party, just calm down. And Melody is mad, extra pissed. And Donna like, girl, look, calm down. You tripping. You need to go outside. And Donna is physically moving Melody like through the shop. Like, come on, let's go. Come on. Let's go outside. Come on, let's go. And Mel like, why you putting your hands on me, Donna? And she like, cause you tripping. Like, you ain't here tripping for no damn reason. You need to go outside. And the whole time, Mel is like talking shit to Donna. She's talking shit to Jada, the blue hair receptionist girl. Because she don't like her either. Because she's like, the last time I saw her, I put her the fuck out. I'm looking like, see, stop putting people out. Stop doing that. And so Donna and Melody are like, because Donna's just moving her out the way. Okay? And Mel don't like that. So Mel kind of pushing Donna back. Then you see, like, some kind of way, you see Melody, like, throw a drink or knock a drink over and lands on Jada. Jada went for the bullshit. Jada got up and was like, you doing too much, bitch. You doing too much. And Melody did exactly what I thought she would do. She backed the fuck down. Melody is not a fighter at all. And I feel like on the show she's safe. And she should, because no one should be able to fight. But you also can't be in nobody's face throwing drinks on them saying get the fuck out. Because you can't do something to someone and then expect them to react how you want them to react. That girl looked at him like she ready to fight. She ain't got nothing to lose. So why are you fucking with her? Because when Jada got up in her face, Melody didn't even say anything. Jada was in her face, and Melody straight up turned around and was arguing with Donna. She wouldn't even argue with the girl Jada. And I'm like, because I think she knew if I argue with her, she might beat my ass. And at that point, she's like, the party's over. She cutting lights off. They like, hey. it's a party. They party with the damn lights off. They just not listen to her. So she said, you know what, fuck it, I'm out of here, I'm leaving. And she leaves and she all pissed off. I thought it was funny. So the next day, everyone at the shop, and Donna saying, yeah, we had a party last night, you know what I'm saying? Alex threw a party, but Mel came in tripping, wanted to end the party, and said, like, why she want to end the Black King party? You know, that's what we do. As long as the cops don't shut us down, you know, we party here all the time, which is true. Then Mel walks in, and they all like, hey, Melody, and she don't speak to nobody. She go, and she to the back, her client come in, she doing a tattoo. So, doing the tattoo, she said how she's stressed out because she's in debt. You know how she's living in an RV. She's just not happy right now. She owes the IRS all this money, and she feel like the other artists or staff are against her, and they keep fighting against her. And I'm like, because you being a bitch to them. Like, you need to be a boss, but not be a dictator. Not treat them like shit. They giving you back the exact same energy you give them. You just don't realize it because you feel like, oh, they should disrespect me. No, you have to earn their respect. You can't get the job of manager and feel like you can talk to people any kind of way. Because if you do talk to grown-ups any kind of way, they're going to retaliate and talk to you that exact same way. So, yeah. So, the girl get a tattoo and the girl leave or whatever. We then see a little short scene of Sky going to see, saying she basically don't have no damn evidence. All she has is the stuff that they all bought, but any of them could have took the money. And he like, well, damn, I could do that myself. And I'm like, yeah, you know, it's true. And she said, well, maybe you shouldn't be focused on why the money gone. Or no, you should be focusing on why it happened to you in the first place with the money being stolen. It probably happened because of karma, because you out here being a hoe catching STDs. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, you know, that can't be true. So, what else come in? So, yeah, Donna come in. Is that what happened? No, this is when they figured out that they had Ted, you know, officially hire Jada as a reception. So, they all there. They showing around or whatever. Then Scott come in. And Scott come in like, okay, I need all y'all to stand up. She's like, stand up. And they like, what the fuck is your problem? And she was like, well, you know, $10,000 is missing. And right now, all of y'all are suspects. And then they was like, what the fuck? And they kind of mad. They're like, where you get off coming here accusing us of stealing? Your ass ain't been here forever. Why would we steal anything? And then Donna like, well, I don't mean to point fingers. She's like, yes, the fuck you do, Donna. You always point fingers. Fingers and hair follicles and fingertips, everything. And she's like, well, you know, I overheard something and Mel owed the IRS for, you know, $30,000. They then show when Mel and Oprah was arguing in the back how Donna was at the door listening and heard him saying, you owe him 30 grand, da, 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 da. So Donna has known that's why Mel been tripping. And, you know, she like, well, I think it could be her because, you know, she owed that money and that's why she tripping. And I'm like, well, okay. And I'll say that's really what it was. And then we see the client who Melody tattoo come back and she don't like her tattoo. And she's like, you know what I'm saying? I got this tattoo. You know, I don't like it. It's some things with it I want to discuss. Is Melody here? And they're like, no, what's wrong? You know, she's not here, but what's wrong? We can address it. And so she showed the tattoo. It's been healing a couple, so it's starting to peel. But you can see the lines of the tattoo are not good. Like, it looked like her hand was shaky. And the lines don't look clean. And the tattoo itself looks okay, but the lines don't look clean at all. And she's like, yeah, so after it's been peeling, I'm looking and the lines aren't clean and I just kind of, you know, it's not perfect. And Alex said, yeah, that's a punk, that's a badass tattoo. Like, he said it like, you know, it's a bullshit ass tattoo. And she's like, yeah, I know. And he laughing, Melody, he laughing, Donna laughing. Because remember, Melody at one point in time shitted on both of the tattoos, saying how their lines was off and how they didn't do a good job. But for both of them, their client loved the tattoo. In Mel's case, her client don't like her tattoo, so they kind of laughing about it or whatever. So Donna like, well, you know what I'm saying? I can redo it for you. And I'm like, Donna, not you, boo-boo. No, not you. But then Mel walks in, and she walk in, and her client is sitting there, and she's like, what the fuck was going on in here? And then Alex said, we looking at that weak ass tattoo you did. I'm looking like, oh, like, oh, did he really go there? And said like, straight like that, we gonna just get it started. He like, yeah, I'm with the shit. So I'm looking like, okay. You know what he doing? He giving he's giving Melody the same energy that she's giving him, he's giving it back to, because that is what she would have did had it been him. You know what I'm saying? So, and the lines on the tattoo were very, very shitty. Let's call it spade a spade. So Mel is like, you know what I'm saying? Do you not like your tattoo? And she was like, no, I have some issues with it. And so she's like, okay, let's go on back and talk. So they're going back and talk, and she asks her what she doesn't like about it. And she points out the lines are crooked. She points out it just doesn't look good. And then Mel just says, well, it's still healing. So, let it heal up. And if you still don't like it, come back and I'll fix it to how you like it. She gonna probably have to do thicker lines to make them look clean. Like the whole tattoo will probably have to be like a re-outline, basically, to make the lines look cleaner. And because the lines, they did look shitty. So it's like, okay, so the girl leaves, and then Mel says, you know what I'm saying, I'm so tired of y'all being disrespectful to me all the time. I'm so tired of that. And then Donna like, you know what I'm saying, well, the tattoo wasn't good. The tattoo was some bullshit. She ain't like it. You know what I'm saying? What's going on in your life that you fucking up tattoos? I'm looking like, Donna, girl. So Kid like, no, Donna, don't do that. Then we even have Walt saying, you know what I'm saying, let's leave it alone. He like, straight and had the person come in not like let's not add to it. And I'm like, but guess what? She would add to it, so fuck that shit is what I'm saying. So, Mel is saying, I don't know why Donna acting all confident now. Why can't they want to be confident in herself? Why can't she speak up for herself? You want her to have low self-esteem? Melody, is what you want? Okay, I didn't think so. So then Donna like, look, it's 10 grand missing from the shop, and we all think you stole it because you owed the IRS 30 grand. I'm like, damn, Donna. God damn it, Donna. I mean, Donna said it so matter-of-factly, like, bitch, we know you stole it, and that's all that matters. And then Mel like, what? Y'all think you know what? I'm out of here. I'm pissed off, you know what I'm saying? Kid like, Mel, we don't think you stole it. Y'all also don't think she didn't steal it. Y'all don't know who stole it. And I'm like, shit, maybe I don't know who stole it. So, Mel gets pissed and she trying like, I'll break this camera. She yanking the camera around. She's like, I'm trying to leave. Then she go outside and here comes C's and Skywalking at the same time. Like, what's wrong? Now she outside crying. She can't talk. She so upset. And, they just asking her what's wrong. And she kind of just walk away or whatever. C's come in like, what the hell just happened? And Donna like, her client came in, her client didn't like her tattoo, you know what I'm saying? It was some bullshit. And, we told her that the money missing, she owed the IRS 30 grand, and we think she did it. And I'm like, well, goddamn it, Donna. You know what I'm saying? Donna, she like, look, this gonna be my year. Y'all ain't gonna have me playing the background. I'm gonna be everything. And so from there, C's like, Donna, do you have any proof? She's like, I don't need no proof. And my thing is, I would have said, well, no, I heard old boy and her arguing about what she owe. We don't know who stole the money, but we do know is she the only one that's in debt like that. You know what I'm saying? She in debt like that. And then as they're talking, Mel come back in. And she's calm, but she's still crying. And she's saying like, you know what? I have done my best to make this shop be better. I was trying to help y'all, and now I was a team player, but y'all hurt me, doing this, and I quit. And then she walk out and she leave. And then the episode goes off. I mean, I was laughing, honestly. I was like, girl, you can't quit because you need the money. You quitting because you mad, and you're going to be back. So, anyway, that was my review of Black and Crew. Season 6, episode something I can't remember. But put your comments below. And other than that, this is Jaylee's Corner. I am Jaylee. Until next time, people.